our longtime friend, I started thinking about how long ago.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time that I think it was Bobby Jewell called me and said, "Hey, I got this guy John Reep coming. You know him? He's the Hemi guy." And
Yeah.
I went, "Oh yeah, I've seen those stupid commercials."
Yeah, that guy.
And,
You want me to give you all 6 of them real fast?
yeah,
I did 6 of them.
Okay.
And this will refresh your listeners' memory.
Yeah.
Here we go. All 6 back to back. Hey, that thing got a Hemi? You about to find out? Come on, man, floor it. Get me closer. I smell a Hemi. That can't be good. Sweet. There you go.
Nailed it.
Bought a house.
How was the money for that?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
And when does it end? Like, do they say we're going to pay you for the next year or 3 years, or how does it work?
Well, yeah, I did. So the first one, you get, it's you get the minimal fee,
Right? You just first
to
one,
show up,
but then it
residuals
caught on.
is where it kicks.
Yeah.
And back in the day, I don't know how they do it now. I think it was 13-week cycles. So
Okay.
so the first week you get paid the most you will ever get paid
Right.
for residuals.
Okay.
Second week a little bit less. It gets all the way to 13. If it makes it to the 14th week, it starts over.
Oh,
Nice.
And so I got lucky because they didn't know this commercial was going to be great.
Right.
I didn't either. They didn't think people would. I had no idea it was going to be as successful as it was. But they kept re-airing it, and then they made another one, and then another one, and another one. But yeah, you could do well.
how much acting did you do before that?
I think that was my first acting gig.
I am terrible at it. I have auditioned for a couple of things. I know there's some things I'm good at and some things I'm not. I'm just not a good actor.
Yeah.
And what you did to take that little line and make it your own and make it interesting it was brilliant.
Shaking in the car.
Yeah.
Doing all that stuff.
I think it was a combo of like people really miss that engine. Like I was not a huge car guy,
Right.
really. I'm just, but
You know what's so messed up? I owned one of those cars
Did you?
with a Hemi, and I still didn't care. I didn't know what it means either.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, get a Hemi. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
But that's also shows how much of an impact that was. You cannot say the word Hemi without somebody saying that thing got a Hemi.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
you can't see it written. You can't do anything
You're
without.
up there with the Where's the Beef lady.
Yeah, like JJ Walker with dynamite.
Yeah.
Like I heard he was done with saying dynamite. He's like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Right.
People get mad and you have to pay extra if you wanted him to say it or
Yeah.
something like that.
And that's why he's playing the Safety Harbor Spa.
And then he embraced it again.
Oh, he did? He
went
brought it back?
full circle.
Yeah.
I think I had to pay his bills.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
That's a great way to put it. He embraced it again.
Yeah.
His rent was due.
Another good acting bit that John did was on Eastbound and Down.
Yeah,
Remember Eastbound and Down?
I'm on the last season of Eastbound and Down, 4 episodes. I played Jed Forney, ex-NASCAR champion, a part of the sports sesh that he infiltrated.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest shows ever on TV.
I was Kenny Powers for Halloween 2 years before I was on the show.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wow.
And now I'm on it. And it just happened to be something that me and my ex-wife now used to watch
Yeah.
together.
Oh, your ex-wife. This is new.
Now I'm on it.
Yeah.
It was divorced. And I know she's going to watch it.
That's so
That
funny.
made it so worth it.
We were in Vegas for your bachelor party.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yep,
yeah,
that's how
well,
long
I'm
ago.
remarried. I got a new one.
Oh, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm 52.
Yeah. I'm thinking about taking mine on a cruise and seeing if she likes what the water looks like.
I heard that on the way in.
Yeah, no.
There's cameras. Be careful.
Well, now you got is the new wife.
Yes.
Nobody's listening.
Right,
Is the
right.
new wife an upgrade from the other wife in many ways, or just
Yes.
huh?
Low maintenance.
Yep.
Sweet.
Right.
The other one was mean.
Right.
This one's nothing but sweet. And this one makes her own money. She's
Oh,
got her
that's
own
good.
life. So yeah,
I hit the
it's a lot
jackpot
better.
with my wife. Makes her own money, but is mean. But I like that. I like her to
Oh,
be
you
mean.
like it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know too much sweet will annoy me after a while.
Yeah. I understand that, but
Yeah.
this is it's not a fake sweet. It's just a genuine,
No,
nice,
yeah.
nice person.
Yeah, my wife's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Genuine meanness to her.
Yeah, well.
John Reep is here. He's going to be at Visani Comedy Theater in Port Charlotte this weekend. You got a show tonight. You got 2 tomorrow and 2 Saturday.
Yeah.
John is a funny comedian. We've seen him a lot of times over the years. And now you were saying,
can I tell you this?
Yeah,
I'm on the new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh,
nice.
really?
Yes.
That's huge.
That was a big one. Episode 2.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the new season at all?
I have not seen the new season.
First of all, that's another show I love.
Yes.
But the episode 2 Well, he goes to Atlanta for some reason.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like a new. It was this last one
The
that he
most
just did.
recent
Most
one.
recent one. Yeah. It's on there.
Yeah. And so he meets me in jail.
Yep.
And he's got he needs a favor from me.
All right.
After, I
Because
don't wanna spoil it.
he gives some water to somebody who's in the voting lines in Atlanta. You're not
Yeah.
allowed-
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what. Yeah.
And so he ends up in jail, meets me, and
Do you?
that whole thing was improv.
I was gonna say, do they improv it like
Yeah.
they say they do the whole thing?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, day one, and there's no really. I just got the part auditioning at home,
Right.
in Hickory, and I got the part, and you get there, you go through wardrobe and all that stuff, hair and makeup, and I've not met him yet. I don't know what's going on. You're just there. You're there on the set, and then he comes over, sits down. Here's the director, and they're ready to go. Like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. In this scene, A, B, and C need to happen. I don't care how you get there. Just
get it done.
Go there, and then we'll film it all.
How intimidated are you?
Pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I mean, like I'd be crapping my pants.
Yeah. I'm really trying to keep it together.
Right.
But I did crack him up.
You did?
I made him laugh out loud. And have you seen him laugh when he's really laughing?
Yeah, he gets
his jaw kind of comes out. Like, oh. It's this weird thing. But yeah, it was intimidating, but that goes away.
It does?
In like 3 minutes.
I'd feel like all those people there, and then Larry David's over there.
Because he's not as curmudgeon-y as he seems.
Yeah.
He's very just matter-of-fact professional. Not like he's not going to go overboard to kiss your butt, but he's also not going to be a douche.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Not to a new guy.
Right.
Yeah. So it was a great experience.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that's so
And
awesome.
in my episode, I have to steal a lawn jockey
Uh-huh.
and give it to him.
Uh-huh.
And so now I have a new house. I'm remarried, got a new wife, got a new house. She gets me a lawn jockey because of that episode. And now I have it in my front yard.
That's funny.
And then I feel really weird when the Uber drivers come. And I'm like, oh, please don't take a picture of that. Get that out of the picture.
Do you take any you have any memorabilia from like in your house? Like I'd have pictures of me with Eastbound and Down and Larry David, and I'd have those hanging in my house. That's
I got
huge.
some. I just haven't hung them up yet.
Yeah.
I'm still
That's also what I would do. I would just get them and leave them on the floor like I do most of the stuff around here.
Yeah.
Now tell me about this. You've concocted a barbecue sauce?
I have, yes. So when I moved, I don't know the last time I talked to you. I moved back home to Hickory about 7 years ago.
I think we did know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since I've been home, I started working on 2 podcasts. And there's a restaurant in Hickory that's kind of famous called the Hickory Smokehouse.
Okay.
Everyone loves their barbecue. And his sauce is really good. So he knew I was back home. I talk about Hickory. He goes, I got the sauce. Let's come up with something for you. And it's a blend of 3 different Carolina styles, like the vinegar, the mustard, and the tomato base. It's called John Reep's South in Your Mouth barbecue sauce. So good it'll make your head shake.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So it's really good. And when I fly, I don't bring it with me. But if I'm
The
driving,
pain in the ass that must be.
it's
Yeah.
bottles.
Yeah. So where can people get it if they?
You have a southinyamouth.com.
Southinyamouth.com.
Or you go to johnreep.com and there's a link there as well.
That to me is something like I see all the time, like these things you could buy spices and put your logo on them. And I'm like, well, I don't want to buy somebody. I need to make sure that it's mine. So you want to do it the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so we did. I went to this guy's house and he had all these different sauces and we tasted a bunch of stuff. And
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, this one's really good." He goes, "That's hilarious because that's a blend of all 3." I'm like,
There
"That's
you
what
go.
it is.
That's
That's
it.
what I
That's
like."
the winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you just tape a new special?
I did. I taped a new comedy special for Netflix called Popsicle.
Oh, good.
Nice.
And it's being edited right now. Popsicle. I call it Popsicle. That's what I called my dad.
Right.
So it's like a homage to the father-son dynamic kind of a deal. But it was really good.
Is your dad still with us?
No, we lost him.
Oh.
He had a stroke. He held on for 6 years in a skilled nursing facility. And if you know anybody that had a stroke or brain damage, there's no filter anymore.
No, yeah.
And he would say the craziest stuff. And at the very end, he goes, "Yeah, I'm done. Therapy's not working. I'm ready to bounce." And it wasn't emotional about it.
No, he just
matter of
knew.
fact.
Yeah.
He goes, "I just want to do milkshakes and drugs." I said, "Well, I like those things as well." So the last 6 years, I bring my dad a milkshake and I take his drugs. But I did learn a lot about him, stuff I did not want to know.
Like what?
Well, so I'm in there one day, just me and Dad. We're doing milkshakes and drugs, and this this beautiful nurse comes walking into the room, and she's wearing this bright red lipstick, and she's gonna change his catheter.
Oh.
And I'm in there like, oh, do I leave, or how long is this gonna take, or should I just stare at the floor?
Right.
I was kind of looking down, and it's taken a minute, like longer than I thought it should. And I'm hearing some noises.
Yeah.
And I know my dad, so I'm like, I gotta look over there, and I look, and I see him. His junk is totally out.
Right.
He's exposed, and he's staring at her mouth. And I'm like, what is he about to say?
Old Popsicle still got something in there.
Yeah. I was like, he's going to get us kicked out of here. But here's what he said, right? He's just staring at her mouth. He goes, hold up a minute. I think before you begin, you should remove the lipstick. So in his head, possibly maybe
he thought this might be the
yeah.
This might be the time.
But because he's still married, he did not want to get caught.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
That's why he take the lipstick off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a catheter?
No, I don't. I think I would want to die.
So I had one recently.
Okay, tell me how. So my dad had to go through this a lot because he got urinary tract infections.
Right.
And there's different ones.
Yeah.
There's ones that go right through the pee hole.
Yep.
Then there's the ones that kind of like a cup.
I had the pee hole.
Mm.
I had the pee hole, and the good thing was, the good thing was I was unconscious while they did it. I was in surgery.
Go.
So I said to the doctor seconds before, I said, listen, I am freaking out. He goes, no, don't worry, this is routine. I go, no, I'm freaking out about the catheter. And he goes, why? You're going to be under. I go, I'm going to be under for the putting in. I'm going to be awake for the taking out. Oh. And he goes, the taking out's the easy part. And I go, I don't know.
For you, it's easy.
Yeah. So, sure enough, when you wake up with it, you're like, oh, okay, I can you just kind of feel like something's there. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt or anything like that.
Okay.
And then I was in pretty bad shape. So when I had to pee, I was thankful that I had it because I didn't have to keep getting up to pee all the time. You know what I mean? And then, the lady came in and I was like, all right, let's get this thing out. Let's get this moving. She's like, no, not yet. Finally, she came and took it out and she said, okay, it may burn a little bit, and she pulled that thing out and I swear to God, it was like she was pulling for yards. I thought she was like doing one of these. Like, it probably only took a half a second, but it felt like she was I felt it come from the back of my ass cheek all the way up to it was all psychological.
So did that hurt?
No,
it was just a weird feeling.
It's a weird feeling, and that's exactly what they tell you. Galvin had it done when he had kidney stones.
I had a stent put in, and they put it in when I was under, and they had to take it out whenever I was awake. And I go, can't we put me back under? And they're like, no. And the nurse goes, do you want some more lidocaine? And I go, I guess so. And she just goes like this.
Yeah.
And just lidocaine. Yeah. Just
what does that do?
No, it's supposed to numb it a little bit.
Up, whatever. Okay. But then the doctor was smart. He goes, I'm very good. I'm very fast. And I went, okay. And he literally just went, zoop, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Didn't hurt, but it was very weird.
Were you awake when it went in?
No, I was under whenever it went in.
Okay. Yeah, you don't.
So nobody in the room has been awake when it's gone in.
So I have to tell you, I've thought about this a lot. My father, my brother, my best friend, they've all had it done before, and I've heard them tell the stories. And I thought to myself, at this many years of age, if they tell me that I have to get it done while I'm awake, I might just choose death. I might just say, it's all psychological.
Right.
It doesn't seem like it would hurt at all, but the idea of it happening blows my mind.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, if I thought for sure I'd be talking about sticks and penises with you today. This is John Reep. Where do you meet this new wife?
Oh, this is great. So I moved back to Hickory.
Yeah.
Look after mom and dad, the stroke, all that stuff.
This is like a Hallmark movie.
It kind of
went back to your hometown, found the girl of your dreams.
I thought about running for mayor during COVID. That's not a joke. I did it as a publicity stunt for my podcast. I called the local paper, like, I'm going down. I'm going to put my the register of deeds or whatever. I'm going to throw my name in the.
Oh, that's so funny.
And I knew that my parents' house. That's where I stayed up with my mom and dad.
Right.
And their house was like right on the cusp of the county of the city line, right? So we have a Hickory address,
right?
But we're not in the ward or something.
Yeah.
And so I conned all the newspapers and the TV. Local TV was there with the camera and them, and they were watching me, and I'm like, I wore a seersucker suit. I was like, yeah, I'm here to file for whatever, and the guys type it types in my address. He goes, "Oh yeah, you are not eligible." And I knew that was going to be the answer. I looked right over the cameras and I said, "Whoopsie daisy!" Go ahead and put that in the paper. Don't forget to mention my podcast.